Oh
I
my
think I
God,
know.
no.
What?
Bro, I just realized you gotta take down your background, Casey.
Oh no, this
No, no,
is a
no.
Teletubby, bro.
Nah, it's not the Teletubby that
It's
freaks
just
me
a
out
vacuum.
when I was a kid, the vacuum cleaner freaked me out, bro.
Me
Bro,
too. That's why I got it up there.
I had a whole nightmare one time, bro. I
I'll
remember
change it for
this.
you.
I remember this clear as day, bro. I had a dream. I was sleeping in my mom's bed, but like I was actually sleeping in my mom's bed. So it's like, bruh, I thought I saw like the vacuum cleaner move, like in like some light or whatever. I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God, what is that, bro? No, I can't deal with that.
Honestly, I used to have one of my worst nightmares was when I was dreaming about Teletubbies vacuum coming out the closet. So the room was like this blank room, and the bed was just big, and I had a white sheet on it. And the vacuum will come out the closet and try to like eat me. And like if I put any limb off the bed, he will gonna eat me, like drag me off the bed and drag me into the closet and do God know what.
But he wasn't gonna eat you.
You are now tuned in to the Misfits table.
Welcome to the Misfits Table Podcast. Yes, you are taking a seat at the Misfits Table Podcast. I am one of three amazing co-hosts, Asar and Dia Stevens, the long-awaited champion, the X-rated introvert, Mr. Walkie Slush himself in the flesh, the SoundCloud wannabe rapper in the building as well. And I'm here with two amazing, black and beautiful, and blessed, beloved co-hosts. Back the fuck up on the screen, bro.
I wait for somebody to say something. It's me, your boy. They call me Rumpelstiltskin. Rumply foreskin. It's your boy. Back for another week of danger, lust, and very kinky podcasting. And my name, if you didn't ask, it's Glenda Penn. Glenda Penn. I'm never gonna have a regular AKA. It's always gonna come off the top of my head. Remember that.
It's your boy.
Scared, bro?
Wait, what? Tell me why. When I looked at KC, I was like, the first thing that came to my mind was Ted Bundy. I don't know why.
Oh nah, bro.
Like Ted Bundy.
That's not the first time I heard that in the last 24 hours. But it's your boy Casey, what you can't see. It's the shy guy of the podcast. I don't know how to really introduce myself other than the Segway champ. But you guys, this is another shy week, and just gotta do what I gotta do. So I'm here to podcast. Doing what I love, I guess. Doing what I love.
It's another week of getting no bitches.
Basically. That's basically what I was trying to say.
And we got a special guest with us. How about you introduce yourself, my guy?
Yo, my name is Khalil, and
What's going on? Bro, back up from the mic, bro.
no, I just wanted to make it more dramatic. But my name is Khalil. I be chilling, doing my thing out here, and being spiritual stuff. I'm just all over the place right now, but I'm trying to bring it all together. It's nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Man, he's being humble, man. Khalil is an artist. He has some fire ass illustrations that he be doing, man. Like, so please, check this man out. Check out his art for real.
I got a whole bunch that I just haven't released yet because I just haven't. I just been drawing and I'm just like, I don't feel like posting it because I just feel like dropping everything in bulk. But I feel like that would be too crazy. But I feel like I should do it, increment it. Whatever. That's not the point. I like to do art. I like to work out. I like to stay healthy. I like to play football, all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Wait, and I don't want to do like an interview style at all, but I do have one question. So you do like really cool psychedelic
hentai.
No.
I could do psychedelic hentai.
like trippy, like outlandish art, right? So, as where do you stand on like NFTs? Like, would you like create your art as an NFT at all?
I'm gonna
You
ask that.
see,
How do you feel about that?
I know NFT, it takes capital basically like to make it, but it's like I have the art, but it's like if I post it, right now, I feel like it would probably blow up in the future. Like I think it's just something that people just trade, their crypto money around. I feel like there's some laundering in it, but I'm not
Mhm.
completely sure. You know what I mean? So it's like with this whole open sea thing, all that stuff is down. I would probably, I would like to like probably hop on it pretty soon. I just been skeptical, honestly, because it's just, is this legit? If like things are gonna go my way with it, what is it really? But I'm taking my time with it, studying a little bit into it because I'm still studying crypto and all that stuff.
Right.
So, I'm taking my time with NFTs. So I do like the idea of it, kinda. It's just I think it's a little rocky right now.
Yeah. Like right now, it's super early into NFTs, so it's like there's a lot of like I'm just going there is like people like scamming, people are money laundering, The technology's definitely solid and it's here to stay, but like I get the hesitation or not the hesitation, but like the caution. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because like
Yeah,
there's a lot of bullshit going around, like art getting stolen and sold. Like somebody could pretend to be you. So
yeah. See, I don't know if you see me post on my story, but someone
yeah, I
that I
did see that.
followed ended up, like trying to take my identity or whatever and posting and saying, "Oh, this is me. Give me $100" to like people that I follow. So I was like, "Yo, like, there's no way like this has ever happened to me." And like I have an art page, so it's like I don't want my art stolen, but at the same time, that's why I put the resolution to like lower than 300. So if they're like to take it and post it around, it'll be a mess.
Right.
So it's like it's kind of like a gamble because like people are gonna take your stuff anyway. So it's like I'm trying to figure out, how to build like a bigger audience, while I'm like dropping my art, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm a little nervous, but at the same time, I'm just like I'm trying to like look through and see, how I can maneuver through. That's what I'm trying to do. So
What's the resolution thing you were talking about? So if you like
So-
drop it to a certain point,
yeah, so you know how like you could change the resolution when you take a picture.
yeah. So if
So
you
yeah, so you can lower the resolution when it comes to artwork as well.
Mm.
And if you post that like low resolution on like say Instagram and someone tries to screenshot it and then expand it, try to sell it, it's gonna like come out as shit. So it's kind of like a trap in a way. So yeah, and I put my logo on there, so it's like it's cool. But I also want to put my signature. Maybe that'll look better. But yeah.
cool.
Mm.
We have an artist. We call ourselves artists as well.
So that's a good music choice. What is a song that you listen to, like when you're like in a creative, like when you're in that zone, like what are you listening to? Good one. Good one. Did a good one.
Song,
Okay.
the one song that had me like kind of hooked is like there's two songs actually. So sometimes I listen, actually no, three. Actually, no. Let's say a collective, and then there's like two more. So anyway, so it's like a collective of club music from New Jersey. I'll listen to because that gets me like amped up, and then I'll listen to like anything that has to do with like raging and stuff like that. So there's one song that I like "Stop Breathing" by Playboy Cardi, and then there's "Turban" by Yeet. And those songs just get me lit, and it's like I have a whole playlist of like songs that just get me lit. But those are the two main ones, and then club music.
You said it was Turban by who?
Yeet.
Oh, Yeet. I thought you said Yeet. Oh,
Yeet.
okay.
YEAT.
Wait, who? He sounds familiar.
He's blowing up.
He's on TikTok real big, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He one of them.
But his music, I actually like his music somewhat.
It's
cool.
fun to listen to.
Yeah. Huh?
I didn't mean to cut you off real quick. But my bad. All right. Yeah, but it's fun to listen to, but some of his lyrics are not that great. But it's like it'll get you lit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna let you know right now, Khalil. You cut me off again. It's gonna be your last time.
He's the most polite guest we've had.
Yeah, you shut up, Casey.
Listen
Casey's
here,
over
boy.
here threatening to guess. Like,
Listen here, boy.
He's problematic, bro.
And we had to bring chaos to the podcast.
Yeah, I've been working on it.
No, but you're definitely right about Yeet. I actually going from Khalil. I was introduced to some pretty cool metal music not too long ago. So I've been listening to the Dillinger Escape Plan and Setting Fire to Sleeping Giants is a pretty good one. And another one that's really good is Milk Lizard. By the same
Casey just be saying, Casey's not said a real song in the last 3 months.
But
You can't search it up anywhere.
But these names are crazy. Like one of the songs, another one I was listening to is Gold Teeth on a Bum.
Actually, that sounds like a banger. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fire. Yeah, I was about to say that sounds fire.
The Dillinger Escape Plan is metal music, but it's like really cool. Like I think the Gold Teeth on the Bum is the one with the piano in it. It's so good. Like I was listening to it, it's actually kind of cool, huh?
Who's this by?
The Dillinger Escape Plan.
The Dillinger Escape Plan.
Apparently they're pretty big, bro. The band broke up, but
yeah. We gotta get the
metal music. It's pretty cool. The vocals are like really crazy on there.
Like I got a whole playlist. If you don't mind, like, it's on my phone. So I like swipe down. So let me swipe and let me go to my rock playlist.
Hello.
I have a playlist for almost every. Well, I'm trying to have a playlist for like almost everything. So it's like, stuff that I like, I just add on. Where is it?
Playlist. I just add that shit to my phone. I mean, I got.
They saying what's up to you in the chat, Khalil.
Oh, what's up, y'all? So some is from Guitar Hero 3.
Oh shit!
Because that was my.
I'm a beast in that game.
I'm not. I can't get the like little 5, thing that it just can't. But a song that I really like, it's called Rainy Day by Ice 9 Kills.
Oh snap.
That's fire.
Yeah,
that sounds like, you know what I imagine when you said that? I imagine a Aston, like a light blue Aston Martin pulling up with like some crazy like rims on it that was like made of ice for some odd reason, and Blade like hopping out killing some vampires.
Oh shit!
He did suck head. Yeah, no.
I was always want to ice skate uphill.
Since we talk about rock music, though, I'm gonna have to go for my music choice, which is this is a good song. This is like quality Nirvana, peak Nirvana. The Man Who Sold the World Live.
Oh yeah.
That can get you many different places. Like listen to it high, listen to it while you're fighting, listen to it while you're smoking crack. I don't fucking know. It's just it's I don't know. It's something about the song. I heard it. It's originally a David Bowie song, but Nirvana had covered it. Then it was in the movie Fear Street. It's stuck in my head. That's
Fear Street.
Fear Street. You never heard of Fear Street? You never watched Fear Street?
No.
It's on Netflix. It's good as shit. That's a good ass horror movie.
Maybe.
It just came out.
You didn't even look at it, bro.
I know that. Did I convince you that easily? Yeah.
All right, so I guess I'll go next then. Shit. Right. Just keep it on rock. I was gonna say something else, but just keep it on rock then. Yeek, Only in the West. Something about that song. Yeah, Yeek, like not Yeet, but Yeek.
The sad guy.
Does he count as rock?
Yeah.
Sad music.
I don't even fucking believe in genres, but we ain't gonna get into that today.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Some might
I've
say
heard
hip
like
hop. I
I've
definitely
heard
think it's rock.
I've heard one Yeek song like and as a feature or like two.
Oh, with Umi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they be making music together. That's a good ass combo, by the way.
How'd
We
you
got
know
a
that?
somebody in the Twitch chat said they listen to Enemy by Imagine Dragons during their workout and then hopped on here.
Imagine Dragons is legitness.
Definitely underrated. Definitely
Definitely.
underrated. But yeah, Only in the West by Yeek. It's a good ass song. And I'm also gonna say Cyclone by Sticky Fingers. Cause that's just like a good ass, like if you're ever driving and it's a sunset and you don't know what song to put on to complete
Hold
that.
on, wait.
Listen
Chill,
to
bro.
me. Write this song down. It's called Cyclone by Sticky Fingers.
I put in Stinky Finger. Hold on.
No, Sticky Fingers. Sticky Fingers.
Wrong person. The Village Sessions or
Yeah, Village Sessions. There you go. And it's just a vibe. Those songs are vibes, and like it goes in like to like because those are good writing songs. Just to get you like how like some people they can't really write to words.
Mm-hmm.
This is a song where you can write to words. Like it's just kind of like in the background. It's like the music really carries the song.
Yeah. For me, I don't like if I'm trying to be motivated, I would probably put on like James Blake. I'm just
Who's that?
James Blake. He is like
No,
he's like I don't know how would you describe him.
Honestly, y'all, John Cena's rap career
Shut up,
outdid
bro.
all of those.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
I did.
Anyway, how was Casey? How was your week, bro?
As I was saying,
My week. Have you ever witnessed a chicken giving birth to an egg?
Never mind. Khalil, how was your week, bro?
It was pretty cool. Let's go back to John Cena because he had one line that's real crazy. So I'll brush your teeth like Colgate, bro.
Oh shit.
That is the biggest bar I've ever heard.
That shit was fire.
Fire, bro. But I like WWE music too. Like the openings. When I like little Jeff Hardy song or whatever. That's on my rock like little playlist.
I'm not a wrestling fan. I just know you do that.
Oh, you so you don't know what it means?
I don't know what fucking mean now. I just know I can do it.
Nah, bro.
It means suck my dick. That's what it means.
I mean, yeah, that's
educate
what
the people, Khalil. Educate the people.
Okay, so basically there was this group called D Generation X. So basically, it was more than Triple H and Shawn Michaels. So I forgot the other people's name who started off, but it was mainly them two who basically kept it going. So basically they'll go like this, and basically when they'll put both of their hands down, it would mean like it would be the X symbol, right? But it'll also be pointing at their crotch, so it'll be like suck it. So
I used to do that all the time. I used to throw my cousin down. I used to be like, my grandma, she's like, stop it.
I would have had to put you out the house, bro. You can't be doing that.
Nah. Do you ever do a little Jeff Hardy dance?
Well,
like that? What? You never did that, bro? I had the armbands, bro. I had the armbands.
I guess I wasn't a boy when I was growing up then. Apparently, I'm not.
Glenn grew up undecided.
They see you like your fucking veins about to pop out your head, bro.
They are. No, but my week was basically a chicken giving birth to an egg. You know how hard it is for that egg to squeeze out? And that's literally how I felt all week. But then I finally came out the chicken's butt. And now I feel like I have a whole bunch of opportunities and I'm about to be, I don't know, just a bunch of opportunities after I came out that chicken's butt. Yeah.
Yo, bro,
I thought you were referring to something else.
You confused, bro? I'm fucking confused.
I don't know. That's why I skipped. Glenn, how was your week, bro? I'm sorry. I can't. We gotta move with the episode, bro. I'm sorry.
Casey, your week privileges are revoked for 3 weeks.
Sorry.
But my week was a week. I don't. What the fuck even is a week? Because what is time now?
No.
Time just this week. The week literally just moves.
I
One day. One day is Monday. Then now it's fucking Sunday. Like it was just Monday yesterday. Now it's fucking Sunday. It makes no sense.
The clock's back too.
And that shit too. That none of time. I just want to be free of time and space. I'm about to start taking DMT, yo. Everything.
not the powder. You want the actual plant, which is really
I'm
hard
about
to
to
get.
I'm about to dissociate real fast.
It's about to dissolve into the ether.
Well, when it comes with time, bro, they keep you like these. It's like constricted.
Yeah.
So basically, we're just supposed to like flow and stuff like that. Like, but like we put like a number and date and all that kind of stuff on everything when really it's not like that, bro.
Time is an
Like,
invention of the white man. White man invented time.
bro,
Think about it though.
Bro.
Time didn't exist before 1619.
before those
Yeah,
dates,
but we
right?
still had the sundial.
Yeah, we still,
It's just-
we still measured season. Like, I think it got out of. I don't know if it did get out of hand.
No, that was a joke, bro.
No, I know it's a joke. I know. I'm just like going. Glenn, I know you're a lot smarter than that. No. Think about it. Do you guys think it got out of hand? Like, do we? Because people like to say like we don't need time, and this isn't even a topic. So, but anyway, people say like we don't need time, and I'm like, yeah, we really don't. But
we do though.
To live in this, because it started out as like just to measure seasons, so we wouldn't fucking starve to death.
We need time.
Like we would know like when the winters are coming. We would know when it was the crop season. But then I guess it just kind of evolved to like, oh, I have to be in the office at 8 o'clock. Somehow we got there. You know what I mean?
It don't matter.
Sorry.
Don't matter.
I have lunch break at 12.
Not to cut you off. Somebody in the chat said, about to say 1619 is when the first slaves came to America.
Oh, who said that, bro?
Mitri.
Well, he had the right idea because that's definitely what I was going.
I feel like with time, bro, it's like the way like it started off. Like I feel like since this world is so like old, I feel like people said like, hey yo, anytime like we're gonna start writing before Christ a little bit, and then after that is like when shit so-called matters or whatever.
Well, isn't old just a construct of time?
Old?
Yeah, like they created it to work for their own systems.
Mm-hmm.
Like
they wouldn't create it for another system.
Oh, my fault.
Go ahead.
Wait, I was gonna say, is anything really aging if you think about it? If we just going in a loop?
That's called entropy. It's so much shit to go into it. Time does exist, but then again, it doesn't. If that makes sense. The way that
I think we have clock time though. We have clock time, and then we have like our own internal time.
Wait, can you define internal time then? What does that mean?
So like for example, you can say our circadian rhythm. We have our own internal time. Like we know when we need to go to sleep, and we know our bodies know when they need to like sleep and wake up when the sun comes up most of the time.
Is that really our own time if we can change that through habit? Like think about like the fucking clocks went backwards. All our habits, like we're gonna like be like, oh, we gotta wake up early. But in a couple months, we're gonna get used to it. It's gonna be normal. So that kind of shows like how we can kind of manipulate that, and like it's kind of like, what else can we do with it? Like if we can just set time back an hour and everybody just fucking goes with it, what else can we do with it? Like not to just like help. Like I guess it was, I don't know. There's a lot. I don't know what's the myth, but I'm just gonna go with like it was to help farmers have more daylight or something. I don't fucking know. But like there could be so many ways that we could use time if it's such a construct to like really advance ourselves. Like that could be a technology that we could use instead of just something that's just like,
they made a movie about that.
Time technology?
What is that movie called? I need to watch it.
It's called In Time. Justin Timberlake.
Oh yeah, In Time. When they had the fucking wrist thing.
Yeah, the wrist thing.
That was such a good movie. And then he was running to his mom to get more at the end.
Yeah,
I was so sad. Oh my god, that movie
was awful.
What is that? Is that stream? I'm gonna watch that tonight. Is that streaming on something?
I don't think it's on streaming. I don't think.
Imagine being
fucking
broke.
good movies. All right. Anyway,
but no, time to round this joint all out. Time is the biggest. Time. A lot of people are afraid of time. We have too much time or not enough time. There's never in between.
It's kind of like Pink Floyd song Time, like.
Oh shit!
Like it starts like when you're a kid, and then time is like this happy thing, and then you look behind you, and it's like your son, But it's like, like the whole metaphor of if it's like the sun rising behind you, but it's really your son at the same time. Like your son is coming up behind you doing what you would do. It's like a repetitive cycle over and over again.
Time got to be the horniest thing I ever thought about in my life.
How do we get here?
This guy.
How did we get here?
Take it there.
I was about to say something important, and this dude.
I told you at the top of the podcast it's gonna get real kinky.
Yeah.
Kinky episode. We love a kinky episode.
I believe that time, with all these like constructs, like stress our body out, because when you think about it, like I think stress makes our bodies like, deteriorate and like just make them become worse. And it's like, it's really all up in here, like in our head. Yeah. So like, if like we're given all these constructs and like stuff like that, I think like we age quicker than we're supposed to. So if we had no construct of time, I believe like I wouldn't say we will live like way, way longer, but I think like it's some sort of path to like immortality or something, like if you break these constructs.
I think you're true. Like, how like those Rastafarians that like they live without, like they don't even pay attention to time or the day. Like they live to be like old as hell.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I literally never thought about
point. Like that free spirited living.
Yeah. I need to do that.
I have a fear of time. It's called chronometrophobia. I think I have that.
Wait, what's the fear of long words? Ain't it like a long? Look up the fear of long words, listener. It's a long ass word. It's hilarious.
I'm gonna do it. Hold on.
This is why we need a Jamie. We need a Jamie.
We do need a Jamie.
Hippopotamonstra esqu. Hold on. Oh fuck! It made me. I fought it reading it. Hippopotamonstra sesquipedaliophobia. Sesquipedaliophobia. Fuck. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't want to say that anymore. Yeah, it actually frustrated me that I couldn't say that.
Is there a short version?
No. You gotta say
you can use an acronym.
Hippophobia.
Hippophobia. It got nothing to do with hippos though.
No.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hippos are dangerous.
I was just about to say that.
They
swim 40 miles. They can run 40 miles an hour, and they
imagine waking up, like you go to sleep at night. Imagine waking up in the middle of Africa and a hippo, like a pack of herd of hippos, and just looking at you.
You heard about Pablo Escobar? Like
Pablo,
his zoo.
He brought up the
hippos. You know that they trying to sterilize them because they became such a big, like they're killing the wildlife there. Because they got all that. Because hippos shit so much. That's the Glenn fun fact of the week.
Oh wait, Glenn, we need more. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I got you. The Pablo Escobar hippos. He had a zoo. When he died, they kept the zoo, but then the animals just got out and they couldn't get them, so they just stopped. And hippos fuck. Let me tell you, hippos fuck. And so now it's such a big problem that they think about either killing all of them or sterilizing. But people don't want to get rid of them because they like the hippos.
Speaking of hippos, I think it's time to get into this first goddamn topic.
That had nothing to do with that. That was not.
He's gonna bring up.
Give him a D. Give him a D.
That's the most
Gloria from Madagascar.
Next topic is the thing with the Madagascar.
Mort, I cannot get jiggy with this shit.
Yo, why did Morty have a feet fetish? Why did they show us that as kids? There was no need for that.
The San Diego Zoo.
I used to know how to do more. I can't do more no more. When I learn how to do more again, I got y'all.
Morty. We're only gonna be touching our feet.
Mort was the little squirrel, right? The lemur.
Yeah, the little shit. I don't know what he was.
That was funny, bro. That movie was beyond funny.
That's a real animal.
Ben Stiller is a great actor.
Alex the Lion ate ass.
Yeah, he was the liger.
No,
I
he
did
was
not know
lying.
that.
Nigga, that was a lie. That was a lion. Well, what do you have when you mix a black man with a lion? A liger. A
Oh
liger.
shit.
liger?
It was in front of us the whole time, bro.
Nah, but
Tigger was
yeah.
a nigger. Tigger was a
Time
nigger.
to- You know what? I want to ask Khalil this. I want to ask everybody this.
No.
What are your definitions of true art? I want to
True
hear.
art.
Yeah, I want to hear what y'all gotta say first. I want to hear what Khalil gotta say.
I
what?
believe.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, here you go.
Yeah. So I believe true art is like just full on freedom of expression, and it could be like any way, shape, or form. Because like I think a lot, so like I'll just like put like whatever like what's in my thoughts, and I'll just put them like together. I'll jumble them. And it's like with the psychedelic art and like stuff like that. Like I believe like you should express like with color any way that you want to, because I believe colors like represent like different feelings and vibes that you're into. So yeah, that's my definition.
Wait, so do you do anything to enhance that definition while you're creating your art? Like I feel like my definition of art changes every time I create something. I feel like
Yeah,
I describe myself differently every time I create something different.
yeah, that's how I feel. Which is why I've been like struggling with my artist bio, because it's like I've been drawing like just so much random stuff like over like just people's like what is this? It's like it
Yeah.
just is like
Yeah.
I
That's
I can't even explain it at times. So
I've when you said that, I don't think you can really define it. And if I had to define it, I would just say expression. Like expression period. Because there's no way to just say like this is art. Like I do this kind of thought experiment sometimes, because like I always think like, what is an artist? Like what does that even mean? Because like I could say I'm an artist, and then Basquiat could be like, oh, you're an artist? I'd be like, yeah. He'd be like, prove it.
Couldn't because he's dead, but you know what I mean.
No, you know what I mean? Like what does that mean? Like prove it. Like how do you prove that we're all creative?
Every person can make art.
Yeah.
You make
So like
a very important point.
I think it's like I'm sure I'm not the only person, but like I struggle a lot with like titles a lot, and like especially the title of an artist, because like what the fuck does that mean?
Everyone is an artist.
I struggle with art titles as well.
Yeah, like because like I
Art
remember we were in the same classes, like even like talking about like a lot of these like artists throughout history and stuff, and like seeing like how they were great, but that's just like this is how they thought, and like they just kind of got lucky at that time that everybody else was like resonating with it, you know.
Now, Casey, the question was what is art to you?
Yeah, like what is art to you? Like what is your definition of art?
Art is how we express the way we see the world. Like I think that's the purest definition of it.
But what is your art to you?
The way I see it. It's like how I see what the world around. It's our way to express how we feel about the world around us.
So when you create your art, that's how you feel. Like as you're doing whatever you do.
Art is because art is an expression. It's how we can get off intangible thoughts into the tangible world. Because art, you can see art, you can experience art.
Wait,
Thought, not so much. You can't experience.
I like how you said that.
That's the best way to think about it. You can't see a thought, but you can see the product of a thought, and art is that product.
I like how you said you brought the intangible to the tangible, which is still some sort of intangible to a lot of people until they get.
And that's the thing. Like art is how the way that you see art, someone might not. The next person will never see it how you see it. So it's a what's called them. It's a personal experience for each person.
You know what would be cool?
What
if everybody in the world at once had to stop and draw a picture? I wonder how many different people like every single picture would look different. I feel like every single picture. I feel like because everybody's their own individual person.
I mean, but of course, because of randomness, you might get one or two of the same picture. But
Yeah, but I just thought about that. Like that would be cool to like witness. It'd be people like that have like master drawings that never drew a day in their life. It's probably people who like have like stick figures, but they're still like their art. That'd be cool. I don't
And
know.
I start you brought up something I wanted to like touch on for you and Khalil. So when you say you don't like titles, do you consider yourself an artist?
I wouldn't say I don't like titles, but I
I
don't
mean-
like it when people try to make art technical and like give like, you know, these crazy ass terms and definitions. Like we had one professor at Lincoln who basically just tried to make it so technical when it's like it's about expression. And that was just like that kind of like threw me off.
But
And
think about it like this though. I guess that's how they view it too though.
well, that's just
When you
one.
start,
That's
like,
why that's why no one really like in the art department really was really like this professor too much because
I
it
know
wasn't
exactly
about
what you're talking about.
expression. Yeah, you know what I'm talking
Yeah, I know.
about.
I know what you're talking about.
So like he was so technical with it, and he would just like try to understand or whatever, and it just like it wouldn't go through. And it's like really just a freedom of expression, like what we love to do. That's why no one really like, you know, he's there. He knows like, you know, things about art, but it's like he doesn't know expression.
There's a
So
difference. There's a difference between like studying like textbook book art and like actually like just doing it and like like not even doing it, but just feeling it.
Was his art good?
we never seen it.
Oh,
There's no way, bro. This man was not an artist, bro. This man was a computer scientist. He was a computer engineer teaching art class.
But Glenn, to answer your question, I wouldn't say that I'm like super against titles. I think they're great at making things organized, and so I don't have to feel scatterbrained all the time. But I do struggle with like calling myself an artist.
You're an artist.
I feel like there's some type of expectation that comes with that, you know.
So,
and it's like I'm not trying to be put in any type of box in any type of way. I want to just be free to be who I am and just do what I do, and like not because like what if I say like, okay, I'm a graphic artist, and then I start writing, and it's like, oh, you're not supposed to do that, you know.
But and that's the same thing with like rappers who act or just
so I try to avoid that, and I try to not stay vague on purpose, but I try to just play around with what that means to be an artist. You know,
rappers are actors.
Do y'all think that
rappers are actors, by the way?
Yeah, they always act. But do y'all think that artists you get credit for being famous? Like, how does fame play a role in saying when people say, "Oh yeah, I'm an artist"? Like, do more people say I'm an artist when they make it, or how does that work?
I was gonna say, I think a lot of different like people claim to be artists before they even make it, and that's why they're in that spot right now. Because you got to embody whatever you want to be. And if you want to be that, if you want to be an artist, you have to. If you want to be a millionaire, you got to embody actually being a millionaire before you even become a millionaire. Because if you get $1 million right now, you're gonna be lost, not even know what to do with it. So you need to embody whatever you gotta be or do, whatever your dreams are, you gotta embody it. So if you want to be an artist, yeah. I watched a lot of okay, I think I revert back to these interviews I watched. It's called like jumping off the porch interviews. They like interview rappers and stuff and upcoming rappers. And pretty much everybody said they're like, I already thought of myself as like a big time rapper or like a big artist before I even blew up. I always thought about that. And now I read a lot of like books and stuff. And I like already thought about myself as like running this company, $1 billion company before I even got $1 billion. So
yeah, best podcast in the galaxy.
That's kind of like
best podcast in the galaxy.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, but it's kind of like that. This one, I would say rule that I learned from this. I don't know if you ever watched this guru. His name is Guru.
Oh yeah,
it's like this old Indian dude. It's like you have to stop saying that um I'll get there, at this time, or someday I'm gonna be this someday. You have to already believe that you're already there.
Right.
So that's how achieve your goals. Like I'm
Yeah,
already an artist. I'm already, this and that. So I believe you have to have that mindset, and it's basically up from there. But I feel like with a lot of people, like, or a lot of rappers or artists, they kind of have like they like everything would be go well, but like I feel like they kind of like have this like little period where they just don't know what to make. So
Mm.
this like is not really about them anymore. You know what I mean?
I understand exactly what you're saying. I like again, I watch a lot of interviews and like a lot of different, I guess, rappers or whatever. They get to that point and they step back, and then that's when a lot of like depression kick in for them and stuff. But yeah, industries are crazy.
I
That's
always
all
I
I gotta
always
say.
like the idea of being
Mm.
independent and owning the intellectual property of everything I do. Anything I do, I don't want to sell or have somebody like outsource for me ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then going back to like
You can do it. Hmm?
no, it's going back to like what Khalil said about like just really like manifesting in a way like what you already are. Not saying I'm going to be this in a year, but just like already being that. Like that's something I'm learning like right now because I've been watching a lot of videos about that kind of stuff and like Gary V, he talks about that exact thing a lot and like really just enjoying the process, like not putting a time limit on a thing, but just fucking doing the thing, like just working as hard as you can and doing everything you can do to be that. And then it's only a matter of time, because if you start putting time limits, like if I say I want to make $1 million before I'm 30 and then I'm 30 and I don't make $1 million, I'm gonna like I'm gonna be depressed. I'm gonna be like, fuck, I missed it. Whole time I got fucking 40, 50, 60 more years to live. I got a lot of time. So like this whole thing of just like putting a limit, I'm trying to free myself of that kind of mindset and just being and just enjoying the process. Just enjoying the process of like, the come up, enjoying the process of just working hard at what I want to do and just doing what I enjoy,
I was about to say a key trait to have within all of that is honestly just do something you love. Because if you do something you don't love and you trying to make, I guess, $1 million, whatever your goal is, then you're gonna be miserable. You gotta do something you absolutely. Because I was okay. God dang it. Okay. I was watching. So one of the top like fragrance guys, his name is Jeremy Fragrance, and I watch him because he like explained colognes and stuff and all that. And he was like, it was like a short reel on YouTube. He sprayed the cologne on. He was like, look, I sit here on YouTube and talk about colognes. If you do what you love, people are gonna love it and they're gonna want to pay you for it. So always remember that. Do what you love.
Think about Kyrie Irving, like what he's going through all that. Like people, like I think with a lot of athletes, they have trouble, like because like there's so much money at stake. But it's like Kyrie, like with him not really playing games and like him like playing part time, and like he doesn't need the NBA's money. He's still doing what he loves. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's still playing the game, and he's still like loving the game, but like he doesn't need all the money like that the NBA is trying to like throw at him. Like he doesn't like he if he gets like a pay cut, he doesn't care because he's still gonna play. You know what I mean? He's still gonna like he's still doing stuff like with the money that he has now, but it's like he's playing for like I see him as him playing for the love of it and not for
a check.
not for the money as much. Like that's how I see how he plays, and I feel like a lot of athletes get caught up in the money and in these contracts, and I feel like that's what makes them like really depressed because they got all this money, they don't know what to do with it.
Made me think about a quote from Quincy Jones. Hold on, me.
Quincy Jones.
Hold on. Casey, do you know who Quincy Jones is, right? Please say you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I do.
Yeah. Yes, we know.
The King of Soul. When money, I'm trying to find a quote. It was a quote. He said, "When money enters the when money enter the room, God leave us." It was some shit like that.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Talking about when, so like, I think if you focus on that part and anything that you do matter, no matter if it's art, sports, whatever, life, when you start focusing on the money more, you lose what you had in the first place. Like, and like artists who consumed by the money, you can see that it takes effect on the work. But that was just a thought.
I'm gonna
But
tell
I
you.
wanted,
Oh, sorry.
I don't know what you about to say, and then I was gonna I had some more questions.
Well, okay,
I
look,
was gonna say.
just on that, right? I'm sorry, Casey, but just on that, because I don't want to lose this. What do you guys? Would you guys put a lot of? Because obviously, a lot of rappers are rapping for a bag. Like they don't care.
Mhm.
Well, they don't see it as art. They just know they can do it. They're good at it, and they're capitalizing off of it. Like, do you think there's anything wrong with that in itself? Like, do you think it's like yeah, they're coming up, and that's good for them. We'd like to see somebody win, but at the same time, it's kind of deteriorating the genre because they don't really give a fuck. Like, what do you think? Like, how do y'all feel the scale is on that?
When it's
Honestly,
only money. When it's only for the money, that's when it starts to become a problem.
honestly,
But
I
some
don't
people
care what.
they start like that. Some people start like that.
Yeah.
They're rapping because they want to make a bag. They know they
Yeah,
can
I was
make
about
it
to say.
catchy.
A lot of these people, that's what they want to do to make money. That's how they want to make their fast money, and they're good at it.
Yeah.
So, shoot, go ahead, do it. I'm not doing it. So,
I think it depends what you do with that money. Like we have there's enough money that, for everybody, it's always circulating.
Right.
So I think it's like what you do with it that makes it important, because there's a lot of people who just waste it. A lot of rappers who just have it just so they can show it off.
mhm.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like I don't want to put my cousin on blast, but not my cousin, but let's just say, well, yeah, you already know. So he bought a BMW, and it's like, why are you buying that car? It's like it's super expensive. It's not even the best car, to have, constant maintenance and
I
stuff
bought
like
a
that.
couple of ETH,
It's
man.
like it's just for the show, just to show it off, like shoes, clothes, all that kind of stuff, just to show it off. I
But
think our community really suffers from that the most.
that's the thing. I think when you get into like the rap game and stuff, all that, your image plays a lot to that role. And like the labels and stuff, you go in, like they want you to play, like they loan you a chain, they would give you a chain. They want you to play, like put on that image to show that you're like up there like that. And we eat it up. That's
Yeah,
what I
but
said. So
that doesn't mean it's a that's people don't know
I
that.
didn't say it was a good thing.
Yeah, because like people
at
don't know
all.
that. That just further deteriorates because everybody think like they have this unexpected reality of like, oh, they could do that,
Mhm.
not knowing that they're getting loaned that shit. The music videos is all rented and shit like that,
Mhm.
So just back to the question though, because we do gotta move on. We've been on these topics. We had a whole topic we didn't even mean to do. Just back on the question though, like, what do you like? Is it
The bad
what is the word?
It's a
What?
bad
Yeah, is it? I guess just in simple terms, is it a? You think it's doing more good or doing more bad? Because I feel like hip hop in itself is deteriorating like very fast.
money comes to, but when your first and only expectation is the money, when you prioritize money first and not the art, you can see it in your work. I don't
I
know if
just
I made
think
it.
about it.
That's where I stand in.
I think about it in the terms like you gotta think like a lot of these people, a lot of these artists, you gotta think about where they come from. A lot of these people don't never had money or haven't had people around them with like a whole bunch of money like that. So yeah, I think about it like that too. Like I can't blame them like for not really
For not knowing what they don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't blame them. Like I told you, I watched a lot of interviews and stuff of like coming up rappers and stuff, and they finally get money. I just bought my first AP. I'm like it's cool and all, but like, I mean, you just now get money. They young, and you got all this money. You don't know what to do with it. You see other rappers with it. You see a little baby with a arm full of freaking diamonds.
I'm
So,
buying
that's
some
what I'm saying.
ETH, bro. I'm telling you right now,
But
I'm buying some
little
ETH.
baby,
Mhm.
but little baby different because like I think he's playing the long game when you think
Yeah.
about it. Because he even rapped about, like, oh, I'm investing in stocks and stuff. So he has like an idea of what's going on. It's
Yeah.
like they call hip hop right now like fast food music
Yeah.
because it's like
Never heard it.
it deteriorates really fast. Well, no, I just heard about this term like 2 months ago. So DJ Academic said that. So basically, you need something that's gonna stick and last, and you have to basically think about longevity when you have all this money, because all these rappers spend like this money like super fast. You see these people on
L.
XX
Like them.
Double XL.
XXL
Yeah.
double XL, yeah. And it's like I look at these rappers and I'm like, half of these dudes aren't gonna be here, bro. Like
Bro, that's what
most of these dudes aren't gonna be here. So it's like,
Yeah.
why
Oh my God.
am I gonna try and listen to all of them? I'm just gonna like wait like at least like 3 years, and whichever ones is still there is still there.
Bro, Double XL used to be like, this is the best of the best. Like,
Yeah.
this is lasting. Like Anderson .Paak,
No, the
Mac
2016.
Miller, Uzi, Lil Yachty, all them, like they're still around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Lil Yachty basically
I like when rappers like they do rap about like that long game type of thing. Like Tyler Creator, he had this bar. He was like relating the love that he had for somebody to like an options call. He's like, cause like I forgot what he said. I'm not trying to butcher it, but like he's rapping about like options. He's rapping about like credit scores and shit. Like I think that's dope. Jay-Z does that too, but he's older, so he been through it. He knows what's going on. But I like when like
Jay-Z.
Yeah, Jay-Z. Jay-Z is at this point just financial rap. That's what he be doing. But before we get to these other topics, let's take a break.
Nothing's gonna stop me. Nothing's gonna stop me.
This is Crypto Classroom, a weekly crypto education podcast for newcomers and veterans alike. I'm your host, Asar Stevens, and every week I'll release a brand new episode bringing the latest crypto news, discussions with experts, and portfolio updates where you can follow my personal crypto portfolio, and I'll highlight what assets are doing the best and the worst in my portfolio and the market. You can listen to this podcast on your favorite podcasting app, or if you like visuals, you can tune into our show on youtube.com/Triumph of People. Head to our YouTube channel or your favorite podcasting app and tell all your curiosity-driven friends that this show is completely free to listen to anywhere you can find a podcast. And for more top media content, head over to our Instagram at Misfits Table Podcast, where you'll find our comedy podcast where 3 young black men talk about just anything and everything every single Thursday. Now go out and explore, and remember to stay crypto curious.
Don't eat that banana, bro. Don't eat that banana in front of me.
Eat it like it's M&M's, bro. Like put it in your hand and shake it around. Eat it like
Khalil
M&M's.
turned off his camera.
Bro, I'm so hungry, bro. It's so
I meant to
nutritious.
put it on low power mode.
It's so nutritious though, bro.
Just break it up at least, bro. It's a podcast full of men.
Sorry, go ahead. Go eat your banana, bro. Go ahead, bro.
No, bro, don't tell
Just how I
me
eat bananas anyway.
Nah,
No,
he
it's
eat
not.
Nigga, eat it all the way to the brown part.
Oh, you know what's crazy? Speaking of reincarnation,
Oh shit.
Wait.
That was
Welcome back to the Aston episode of the Misfits Table Podcast. We're back for part 2. Go ahead, Chloe.
yeah. So speaking of reincarnation, like if you ever notice, like you have like this brown spot like right under your butt, like if you have like a birthmark, right.
Like
If
on your
any
cheek.
of you, it's not on the cheek, but it's like right under the cheek.
y'all want to see? Let me.
So
Well, let's all like test it out and see if we got it right now.
So wait. So it's like if you have that, basically, some people like sign like contracts where they're supposed to reincarnate and stuff like that. And Yeah,
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Oh
Huh?
wait, you choose that?
your
Hold on.
higher self signs a contract, while they're in the heavens, and like, to teach you lessons and stuff like, and like
I want that nigga to
try
do
to help out this
this.
world and stuff like that. What was the name of it?
Could
the-
that makes me think about the freaking Buddha, bro. The Buddha story. What's his name? I'm sorry.
Siddhartha?
Siddhartha.
Siddhartha. And when he actually reached up to the other plane and they kicked him back out, it was like, what are you doing here? Like, no human was supposed to be here. Those people, those beings, whoever up there, they don't want us up there.
Well, this is what happened, bro.
It's not that. It's like, well, I would say, yeah, they kind of don't, but it's like you haven't learned everything yet. So it's like that mark represents, you wanted to stay up there. It's like, yo, fuck Earth. I want to be on Earth. Earth is like, there's a lot of mess going around.
Yeah, and
nope.
like
they kick you off, and that's where the mark comes from.
And if you do believe in reincarnation, and then it's like, what? Everybody is here for a reason. Because why would we choose this incarnation? Like, why would we choose to be a human if we could choose to be a god?
Why would we
choose suffering? Why would we choose that aspect of time? Like, there's something here for us to do, and that's just
maybe
believe in it. But
maybe it's because mankind are supposed to be the next gods. I feel like the gods test us, and they're like, "Yo, when these niggas gonna figure it out?" And it's like,
isn't that
we got like
true though? Like, even from that thinking, that's a human way to think, though. I think the way that we shape certain views is still a human way. Like, if you think about this, why are we meant to suffer? Like, why are these certain things happening for us to learn lessons?
Of course, I'm a human, bro. But I'm trying to say, like, why would you want to, like?
Why would we want this?
I'm talking to my higher. This is me talking to my higher self. Why didn't we choose to be a god, bro? Why didn't we choose that? Like, why am I here in pain and depression and suffering? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So basically,
enlighten me, because I'm lost and at that, because
I do African spirituality, and like some of these, like all these other, like the Orishas, they come from, I've been doing like when I was like a little kid, pretty much. So it's like I've been around it, and like basically there's God, and then all the Orishas that like come from under it. And each Orisha is a different aspect of life. So some of them work in like cycles and stuff like that. Like there's one called Oya, she's the storm, and basically that storm represents like change in your life, and like in order for new things to begin, like things need to die. So that's kind of like the aspect of life that like surrounds her, and like that's why we have to like go through cycles, because in order for things to grow, things need to die.
Right.
So
I feel like that's that's crazy how you just said that. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I just told them, like, I feel like I just got out of this storm, because I, like, for the last like 5-6 months I was eating shit. Like, I was really going through it. Like, it was real bad. And I feel like me right now, like very recently, I feel like this is like the other side of the storm, or maybe it's the fucking eye of the storm. There's another part. So I hope I'm fucking through the storm, but I feel like there's like you said, like a storm that just passed, right? So like, because I want to do research on that. So what is that like? Would you describe those as like, I don't know, like a demigod? Like, what is, like, how would you describe say it again? I never heard of that term before.
Orishas, they're like deities, like / gods. So it's like some of them came down onto Earth and had a human experience. You know what I mean? And some of them some were humans and actually ascended to a Orisha or a god. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So basically, they're just gods who basically form around like different aspects of life. They're all like God, but it's like each one is like some like represents something different.
Papa Legba is Papa Legba Orisha. Is that even?
It's a Loa. It's a Haitian. In Haitian voodoo. So basically, you saw American Horror Story. That's what some you're asking. Yeah. So
I knew about it before, but yeah.
Papa. Yeah. but Papa Legba does not look like that if you've seen American Horror Story.
Of course not. I know.
Yeah, that looks like Baron. So basically, if you do like that ritual, you're gonna run into Baron Zend. Um, I believe he's like the Loa of the like dead and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of like a trick that like I guess American Horror Story put in there, kind of like to scare you away from voodoo or Ifa, Santeria, and all these like indigenous African, like uh spiritualities. So because like these people up top, like these super bad like politician celebrities that like everyone knows about, it's like you wonder how they're getting away with it. It's because they took what we had and then they basically tainted it, like they defiled it and all that kind of stuff, so like in their own way. So if you read this story about Ogun, and Ogun also works with Haitian voodoo. Ogun is a Orisha, and he is basically represents justice. He's works with metals, inventor, all that like that kind of stuff. And basically, when he was having his human experience, like humans took him and tortured him for like years and years and years and years. And he was like, yo, like, I don't want to make no like weapons for you so you could fight each other and all that kind of stuff. He didn't want to do all that. So, but they kept on torturing him, torturing him, torturing him until like to the point where he became like, kind of like their like form of puppet in a way. They changed him into like a god of war. So like, when he basically he was like like being used as an instrument for war, his mother, who's basically the mother of all the Orishas, Yamoja, basically she was like, hey, like, yo, what's wrong, like, just stop this. And basically because Ogun has went through so much, like he's been like, I guess you could say brainwashed in a way, he violated his mother. And then when he found out what he did, he was like, oh my God, I'm gonna put myself in exile and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to come out, I violated my mother. So like his father, Obatala, was about to come down and strike him. Like Obatala is about purity and stuff like that. He's like, yo, like, why are you doing this to your mom? And his brother Shango was like, nah, don't kill him. And basically other Rishis tried to bring him out, and one out of exile, and he was in exile for years. So while the planet was just like going through a whole bunch of bad stuff, like Ogun's like, he's like also the Orisha of justice. So he was like, yo, like, I don't want to be around it because I violated my mother. And he just let he like all this bad stuff was just going around because he just did not like, he didn't like what he did. But like eventually one of the Orishas, Oshun, brought him back out, and basically all was forgiven. And like he's supposed to bring justice to like like the rest of the world and stuff like that. So yeah, humans are pretty fucked up.
Dude, that reminds me of a joke that somebody said. I was watching stand up. I can't remember his name for the life of me, but somebody said as humans we should bond together. Like obviously it was like a joke, but like he was like we should band together and like bond together on the fact that we fucked Jesus up. Like we Jesus came down here.
Yeah.
And then we fucked him up, like we put that nigga on the cross, and he came back 3 days later, and we whooped his ass again.
I should be.
It was a joke. It was a joke. Don't get your panties in a bunch. It was a fucking joke. But like he was like, but then God was like, oh no, that wasn't me, that was my son. And then we're like, nah, that wasn't your son, that was you.
Yeah,
no,
like,
I'm just saying that it just reminds me of that, of how like that's definitely resonating, like humans are like some type of parasite when it comes to like these higher beings, like what is that?
Making
like savages come.
I'm about to wait. Oh wait.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, I was about to say, KC, don't forget what you about to say.
Okay.
I'm about to go on for a little bit, so bear with me. To be human is to suffer. And so we question, but why though? the question is always why though? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? And it's a song by Miguel. I don't know if he covered it or not, but it's called Candles in the Sun. And it's like, is there a God? Is he watching? Is she watching? Are they watching? Are they all watching us now? Like, we don't know what created us, why we were here. Why we were put here. I fucking lost my train of goddamn thought. I'm gonna get it. I got it. So we make all these. I've been questioning why the fuck do I exist on this earth, right? That's been a common thing for 2021, 2022. What happens after we leave this plane? Do we go to a place? Are we just fucking doomed to nothingness? Are these spirits actually watching over us? These are the questions I gotta ask myself. And with each question, you are now presented with an even bigger list of questions to ask yourself. So like religions, there's something that I came across called omnism, where you take every religion is right.
They all have equal knowledge.
Whoa, wait, before you go on.
No, go
Where you
ahead.
going? So I've been on this app called Yubo, and I've been meeting a whole bunch of people, you know, deal with like different deities and gods and stuff. There's this one white girl me and my friends ran into. She did omnism, but she got really, really fucked up from it, like spiritually, mentally, she's really like fucked up. And it's like you can't like when you call onto something, you can't just call onto everything at once. You get what I'm saying? Because each of them like requires like a different thing, or it's like, why are you calling me? You know, it's like I got nothing to do with you type shit. Like, why are you like that's like KC, like he's a black man. It's like, bro, why he's calling on to like a Norse god like Thor or Loki? It's like they're looking at you like, why are you calling on to me? I'm not your, you know, I don't vibe with you right there. I don't vibrate with you like that. So it's like sometimes like, you know, when you call on to like different spirits that don't really rock with you, you know, like
my God,
it can like fuck you up.
Fucking Khalil.
Yeah.
Dude. Shiva whooped my ass.
Why'd you call on the Shiva?
Exactly. I don't know. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I just thought it was fucking cool. All right, dude. I swear to God, I had to dispense. I was talking about it on the podcast. I was like, yeah, dude, Hinduism, Shiva's like a fucking dope ass guy. He's got a destruction. I think he's cool as fuck. When you talk about dude, I really feel like me chanting and doing it over and over again, like really studying Shiva and like really like trying to embody that. He was like, all right, I'm gonna give you what you want, but it's not what you want. And like it was like this surge of just like destruction and a surge of power that I couldn't control. And it really like it put me in a place where I was like really fucked up. Like I was really fucked up like spiritually, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And it was really scary.
Isn't that what Shiva does?
This is no joke. Because I was listening to Duncan Trussell, and some dude came on talking about Shiva and all these temples and everything. I'm like, oh, that's fucking cool. So like I started getting into it. Whatever. But yeah, I would definitely I'm a personal attest to that. Like you gotta like figure out what's up with you. But I do, on the contrary, I do feel like there's a difference between like studying religion and embodying religion. Like me, I study Buddhism. I wouldn't call myself a Buddhist. I wouldn't really call myself, I don't really identify 100% with any one religion, but I feel like there's still something to take in, like knowledge. Like I despise the structure of Christianity, but I still have the respect to know that there's knowledge in that, and like just the way that, you know, without the structures that be, just based off the pure religion, there's like, you know, there's good things in there, like things that you can live off. Let's just be a good fucking person. A lot of religions just be a good person. But when it comes to like calling spirits, like you said, that have nothing to do with you, you get yourself fucked up. And I had to learn that shit the hard way.
But how do you know what spirit is on the same plane as you?
Fuck.
Sometimes,
like
bro, you can meditate. You can also like, there are people who basically Sorry, you probably should have went to like some kind of shaman before you
I
started
didn't know what I
like
was doing.
doing all this stuff. Like it's always better to like go to someone who's actually experienced it before going into it.
Mhm.
And like with Orishas, with Babalaos, there's Haitian voodoo priests, and there's like a little priest or whatever for like every little thing. But it's like you can't just like start doing it,
Yeah.
without knowing what you're doing. And it's like because they could like you could fuck you, like they could like mess you up. And it's like they it's not even like them like wanting to do bad to you. It's like, why are you calling me, like not really respecting like boundaries with me. And it's like, all right, I'm gonna throw this at you. And that's basically what happens. It's basically like I wouldn't say you I wouldn't what do you do? Like, did you actually try and call on the Shiva?
What I was doing, I was doing his chant, and you know what? You know why I really fucked up? Because I didn't take it that serious. Because I'm very skeptical by nature. Even like I've had African priests tell me who my spirit guides are and who's watching me, who's behind me on my rope shoulder right now, and it's like,
Right.
okay, I can kind of feel that, but at the same time, I'm very skeptical. Like I'm looking like, what is that? Who the fuck is like always by my right shoulder? That doesn't mean anything to me. So like I'm just not that it doesn't mean anything to me. I'm just trying to figure out. I need a lot of proof. I need a lot of proof. But so the guy, he's like, yeah, this is a chant that I do, and I learned this from my guru. I learned this from shamans. This is something that it takes years to master and not something to be taken lightly. I, being a fucking idiot, jumped in with that. I jumped in, like I wrote it down, like I kept playing the podcast back and writing it down letter for letter what he said, and then I would chant that. And I was just like, oh, I'm gonna get power, I'm gonna get strength, I'm gonna channel this. And I got exactly what I wanted.
You did. I mean, Shiva is that,
Exactly.
like that destruction and power. So it's like, yeah, you weren't careful with it
At all.
Yeah. I got work at 12:30.
It was just
no 12. I'll Uber.
It was just really and I didn't know what I was doing. I was really naive and really explorative, and I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. I would always say like really seek some spiritual guidance before you get into some shit, because this shit no matter how skeptical you might think it is,
you should be careful though, because there's people who scam people, who use the spirituality to scam people, which is awful, because like they got like whatever karma they got to deal with, for scamming you, they got to deal with that. So it's like,
yeah, that's his own thing, like finding like genuine people.
I say this too. Okay, so recently I've gotten into like Buddhist chants, and it's just one chant in particular. So Asar kind of introduced me to it. Now he was like, yeah, he's like chanting with somebody. It was like somebody was teaching him about it. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't really understand. I was like, what are you chanting for? Like, what does that mean? Like throughout the years, this couple years past, it's always been in my head. I tried it once. It always been in my head. And all of a sudden, I got a message. Like I messaged somebody about it, and someone was like calling me to do it. And I tried it out. Like this is like current. Like I tried it out, and for some reason, I don't think I had the same experience as Sarah's having like with the Shiva at all. But like I feel like it's helping me in a positive way. I literally cannot explain it. It's something like I'm literally speaking the language of the gods or whatever. I don't know what it is, but I was just talking to the person today about the chant, and to this day, I literally cannot figure out. Like I have this different energy about me that's like completely positive. And
are you
like,
talking about Nam Yoho?
Yeah, Nam Yoho.
I think that's a very neutral chant, because it's really just like putting out positivity in the universe, and it's just like the law of attraction, like basic law of attraction. Like it's coming back to you.
It's just strange about like how well or how it actually like I don't know. I
there's
really
something.
don't know how to explain this.
I know what you're talking about, right? It's like there's a difference. There's a clear cut, defined difference between like reading about spirituality and meditating and just like trying to like live that out, and then actually sitting there and chanting. There's
Yeah.
something like there's a clear like major drastic difference in
And
like, mindset and just like in your experience, and
you
that's
really
kind of
see
it's kind of hard to decipher
like,
what that means.
like, and I was talking to him like he's been doing it since he was little, like young, and he said I understand the exact feeling. Everybody I've talked to
Yeah,
that's like that call themselves Buddhists or whatever, they all say the exact same thing. Like, we don't understand exactly what's going on, but we understand that it's something going on. And like once you start chanting, like people will like listen to this, like listen to our stories and stuff about chanting different things or different words of different gods or whatever. And like, oh, that's just different word. But in reality, it's like really something like mystical there. And
you
I
know what
don't
it's
even,
like?
yeah.
It's like the difference between it's like reading a book about spirituality is like listening to an MP3 of a song somebody wrote. And
Mhm.
chanting is like being there when the person made the song in the record, like in the fucking studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is, and it brought me back to the point of when I heard the thing about the 1% with the monkeys and humans. Like we're that 1%. Like really, like honestly, like we're that 1% off from whatever else we're like channeling our energy to, what they're channeling to us. That 1% is like within us, and I'm realizing that every day now. And I don't want to be like no like guru or spiritual guru. Like I don't want to like
Yeah.
I don't think I don't want to spend my life doing that. That's not what I want to do.
Mhm.
But I find a lot of help with it because I feel like our energies are precious and we only have this energy once. I feel like, well, we get to embody in this human form once. So I say, whatever you do, caution, but whatever you have that calling, whenever you get that gut feeling, always listen to your gut and listen to what your spirit says and your gut and follow it. Because like what happened to me, the Nam Myoho chant, like it was always in the back of my head and it came to me at the right time when I actually needed it. And I can see the effects, even though I cannot be consistent sometimes with it. But like when I do say it, I feel like this it's overwhelming like energy.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna lie, it's like sometimes it brings me to tears. Like right now, like I like it's
Dude, I'm
I don't
smiling.
even, but I don't know why I'm like tearing up, like talking about it. Like I really cannot explain it. It's actually like okay, so like even like okay, I grew up like going to like a Christian church. When I see people start talking tongues and stuff, like it's almost like the same thing. Like these people are like enveloping like this like super powerful spiritual energy, and I see them crying and falling in other people's arms and stuff. And I'm like, when I'm chanting, like I don't know, it is just wild.
I believe that there's some chance that can keep you like stuck, like really stuck. Like I see a lot of people like I wouldn't say everybody like in the church, but it's like those people um who keep coming back and keep doing like bad things. And then just like they're saying they're good, but in reality they're not and can't accept that darker side of themselves and they can't let it go. So like I feel like with some chance, like I feel like with them, like I feel like some Christians like they stay in certain ways and they don't grow. Um and I feel like that's always been like I think an issue because it's like they will stay in their ways and like I want to say not everybody like respects like all other religions and spiritualities, but like when you see with Christians, they have like they basically like use that to basically take advantage of someone. Like with Black people in America, you see the Bible is used against us. Like you see that like almost in every area where like our indigenous spiritualities and
Just
stuff like that
demonized.
was just demonized and rejected.
Yeah.
And the only reason that like that we even like some of us like follow it is because that's like that's all we know.
It's been
Like
passed down. It's like your
it's-
mom, your grandmom, your great grandma, and she got that from the slave master. That's actually a Tyler Creator bar. But I'm not trying. I don't like bashing on Christianity, man. I mean, people do what they do. People could get things out of it. You know, like I can't be
Yeah.
mad at that. I've never been a hater, but I always try to tell people like just be careful because it's like the fact that Europeans use a stolen story from black people and then twist it and then use it against them to create all this bad shit across the globe fucks with me. You know, it really fucks with me. But
But you know
know,
what's also a problem is that like there's some people who look like you, me, Glenn, and KC who work with them.
yeah,
So it's like that's
Mhm.
also a problem. Like
I mean, there's nothing.
all
There's nothing I could do. I mean, you know, people have their own journeys. Like, and you know, I think it's all beautiful. Really, I
It's
do.
just talking about spirituality or any type of like I guess deities or anything of the such is like really just me. It's really hard to like explain because it's like for me, I just have to experience. Like I can't explain my experience. I only
Yeah,
can experience, and I feel like everybody's experience is different.
and
Like I
everybody.
don't, yeah, like I don't know, like God damn it, I don't know what being. Like, I don't know what the being. I don't even know if the being has a physical form. For Christ's sakes,
It's the
And
universe.
everybody's experience is valid.
yeah,
And it's and dude, I don't even know if like I don't even know if I can never bash anybody for anything. Like there's no reason like when people have like these religious debates and stuff, like it's fucking pointless. Because
yeah,
like how do you like we have these experiences, but like nobody like really knows as fact anything. And like people that say they do, like I always look at them a little fun. You don't know.
We're going
You
to
don't really
hell.
know. You didn't die.
yeah.
You only know when you die. So
yeah.
like,
Un-
what are we pretending for? What is all this pretend? Like, just call it what it is. We don't know. Like, this is what we think and this is what we feel. And I feel like if we change the verbiage of just saying this is how I feel in this moment, a lot like the whole conversation it will shift.
you
But
know
like
who I
that's
think is
that conviction that people have, like not that it's a bad thing, but that's like this is fact, this is law. I can't listen to that. I can't get with
you
that.
know who really trips me out, and it's like I do believe they have some truth, but it's like it's the way they use it, and it's like it's really like I wouldn't say radical, but it's like kind of disrespectful to like other people. I would say like the Hebrew Israelites.
Mm.
They be wilding like
I don't
it's
have a lot
like
of
I don't believe all of us came from like like we not all of us came from Africa. Some of us were already here in America, and it's like
yeah.
I believe some of us were taken from Africa. Not all of us are like Hebrew Israelites, just like how like we're not all of us are like Egyptians
Yeah.
or like
Not every
come from
this
pharaohs.
many countries in Africa. Many countries in Africa. It's not just Israel and Egypt. And people apparently don't understand that for some reason.
I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people like look like us. We was all around the world.
Yeah.
We was
That's
all
what I'm
around the
saying.
world. We was all around the world, and like okay, Africa is like okay, all the Africans are there, but in reality, like we all had this dark complexion all around the world.
And it's kind of hard for us, especially African Americans. I think about because we don't know like where we're from.
Mm-hmm.
And we just try to resonate with the richest history. Who had the best history? Who had the richest history? Who was the top of the chain? Oh yeah, that was me. That was me. Yeah, I was a king. Yeah, y'all. Some of y'all was building the pyramids. You know what I'm saying? Like, calm down.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Hebrew Israelites are weird.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Khalil.
Those ones that you see in Philly, like wearing all the purple and gold, and it's like
Mm.
what they
I
they be
mean,
doing like all the marches and stuff. I mean, it's like they're unified or whatever, but it's like it's the way they pass their information is like it seems like disrespectful like to everybody else. Because I seen videos of them like smashing someone's Quran and stuff like that. So it's like I think it's kind of messed up. But yeah,
It's fucked.
I'm still
I
tripping
think it's
off.
the way you use your knowledge that
Mhm.
is important.
I still can't get over the fact about the different energies and stuff that we can literally bring upon ourselves with words.
Mm.
I really cannot like Asar's story literally gets me every time he like explains that. I'm like our words are like really what you tell yourself is so powerful. And what you put out is so powerful. Like I've been watching the things that I think and the things that I say out loud. but sometimes. But like honestly, like it's really powerful. Like I'm literally chanting words, and I'm like getting like I don't even want to say the word powers, but like I'm getting energies that are positive.
What you're doing is you're aligning yourself with a completely different frequency that you haven't been because it's something that you have to manually do. You have to try to do that. So like actually being there, it's like, whoa, what is all of this? I didn't know I could look at the world this way.
And then like, okay, so even if you're like into the sciences and stuff, even though I feel like science hasn't caught up with like the spiritual aspect of our world, a lot of this stuff is like scientific proven. They won't say it, but like
because they won't get funding.
Yeah, the different like, even for example, quantum fields. Like I got onto the deep end, and I really wanted to understand. I was like, what is the science? Like, what does science say about all this? And I got into like quantum fields and all of that, and how literally stuff is like, oh my god, I can't get into it right now, but
Okay. Well, Casey, sorry, Glenn, I actually have to go.
Yeah, we're about to wrap up
So-
right now.
Perfect segue.
Okay, well, I am grateful for I'm grateful for wine, I'm grateful for bananas, and I'm grateful for this conversation because it was super enlightening.
We all shall reach enlightenment soon. But
We'll talk again though.
but I'm grateful.
All right, Chloe, you can just say what we'll plug you and everything. You can
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I'll catch y'all, another time. We'll have another conversation like this. I have a friend that I speak to on the app Yubo, so like he can really go deep, like really, really super deep. So yeah, maybe we'll have like another discussion, maybe with him or whatever.
Yeah, we could
If you allow me
definitely
to bring him.
we could
Yeah,
definitely do a
but-
part 2. We'll set that up.
Okay, all right, just double checking. All right, y'all.
All right, bro.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna catch y'all. Thank you for having me. All right,
Hola.
see ya.
Thanks for being here.
That's a new format. A call-in guest. I like that. Okay. Next we have on the line.
I don't want to look at y'all. I don't want to look at y'all, man.
I'm like,
So the whole vibe just changed when he left, man. The
we
whole
need to come back. Khalil, come back, bro.
we miss you.
But what am I great? I'm grateful for conversation. This conversation. It's so much I want to say, bro.
There's a lot. There's so many ways we're going with it.
I have an idea I'll share with you all later, but I have so much. I just had to keep it in for this episode, but I have an idea I'll share. So stay tuned on how we gonna execute that.
I am grateful for the conversation, like Glenn, even though I literally still don't know how to explain myself yet.
Nobody-
The whole time Casey's been trying to get out one sentence, bro.
But it's honestly crazy. I have all these ideas in my head. Like I have all these like philosophical ideas and stuff. I just don't know the words.
Here's the thing.
I don't know what words to put together to say what I want yet.
See,
And I write. That's why I write it out a lot of times.
here's the thing. People live their entire lives and never find out the answers or even how to say what they feel. So
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's why I said I want to write like when I write. It
Bro,
helps.
why imagine a Mack truck coming?
But no, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm not like, I know I'm smart, but like, I don't know if I'm like,
are you, bro? Are you?
I don't know. I might.
Are you
not.
smarter than a 5th grader though?
I'm probably not.
Oh shit!
I would never get on that show and embarrass myself.
That's what I'm saying. I would not.
Why they
go
be
in-
choosing the kids in the honor roll and the special programs and shit, bro?
They do, bro.
Bro, they give me one long division problem. It's a wrap.
That is right.
I don't even know how to do long division no more. I'm telling you.
Long division.
Shut up, Casey.
Casey
not
probably do
even-
it for fun. Casey probably do long division for fun.
I'm
Nigga
not gonna
love-
lie.
he said he loved math.
Math is
So you gotta
fun.
know- It's fun, but not the way you be saying it, bro.
Bro, math is fun, bro. I don't know.
It's
what y'all
not
want.
fun.
You
I
look
would
like
sit down and-
capping.
you do math.
I'm not
You do
cat, bro.
problems
Like,
for fun,
literally,
bro.
bro. Like certain
You
math
doing
problems-
times tables for fun, bro?
I used to, yes. When I was in high school and stuff, I enjoyed my math.
Fucking nerd.
It was. I thought it was like it was like a puzzle to me. That's what it was, like a puzzle.
Y'all know I wasn't. I'm gonna expose myself. I was in algebra 1 for I was in algebra 1 for 7 years, and then I barely passed when I finally finished it.
Asar was struggling.
But I fucking hate math. I'm so happy I don't gotta do that shit.
Almost.
But mind you, I never studied. Not once in those 7 years have I thought maybe I should study.
Huh?
Fuck.
I just kept doing it. I shouldn't have graduated high school. This is the fucking public school system in America. I shouldn't have graduated high school because I never passed math.
I shouldn't have.
They just fucking swept me through. I'm glad they did, but
yeah.
I'm trying to.
You would be 25 in high school.
I'm a product of the American public school system.
I don't remember my.
Still don't know how to do fucking long division.
That's the Pennsylvania school system, my nigga.
It's fucking Coatesville.
They didn't want to teach you no more.
Actually, I liked all my math teachers too.
Really?
I had good rapport with all my. It just wasn't clicking.
The math wasn't mathing.
The math was not mathing.
That's the name of that.
I guess let's just wrap this shit up, bro.
Math ain't math.
This is a good episode. Episode.
I'm gonna say my idea on the podcast. Fuck it.
We can keep going. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, no. This is something that we definitely gonna have a longer conversation. And I think when you think about beings, you also think about us and our purpose and like what happens when our time on this earth is up. Because sadly, everybody on this podcast is gonna be dead one day. Newsflash.
Fucking self.
He found immortality. But this is the thing. What happens after? I question every single fucking thing. Like, what the fuck happens after we die? Where do we go? Who's right? Who's wrong? So therefore, I want to make something where we like kind of go in depth on that. Like the afterlife, where certain people, where we sit at in terms of the afterlife, and then like some of our previous guests too. Go ahead.
No, I just have I know somebody that we can. I just need to reach back out to them. And I'm so bad at like keeping up with new relationships. And that's really a flaw of mine. But I'm gonna reach back out to him and like, see if we can get him on or something. Like
honestly,
because I literally have I know somebody that might be able to like answer these questions that we were asking and stuff like that, and like really bring a lot of enlightenment to like things that we might have, or even things that we didn't even know that we needed to know.
Yeah. I stopped thinking
about the afterlife. What?
I told myself to stop thinking about that question, and
think about it though.
I told myself stop thinking about it and just enjoy where I'm at right now.
You're right, because the more you think about the question, the less you actually have to actually enjoy life. However, I would be highly fucking upset from my personality. I'm a selfish person. I'm gonna be mad as shit. Like I went through all this entire life, and that's it. God damn it, I want millennia.
So you're gonna be
that's
mad
what I'm saying.
on the afterlife?
I want to be immortal, bro. At this point in my life,
that's selfish.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would bro? Why do we choose this shit, bro?
Like, it's things that, as a human, this is how I think as a human. Maybe when I die, I'll be a whole fucking energy being. So none of that shit, none of my worldly things matter. But at this moment, there's a lot of questions.
Could have been a god.
Nigga,
power.
Nigga, think about this.
Maybe that's maybe that's a lesson from my past life, right?
I was about to say, right. Always remember, right?
I've always seek for power.
The reason we don't have $1 billion right now or $1 billion company is because we're not ready to run $1 billion company. We're running right into the dirt.
That made me so fucking upset right now. Don't ever say that to me again.
Think about it. Think about it.
Well,
reason why
okay,
you're not.
Well, think about it like this.
I want to live.
Wake up. No. Think about it like this. We wake up tomorrow. You know what type of responsibility you're gonna have to like $1 million company. You're managing a couple people. It's probably not fun. You know how they say more money, more problems. Like really thinking about it. Imagine top meter where it is right now, and then imagine we have to manage 5 podcasts, a regional manager. We have to keep up the accountants, keep up with legal issues. Somebody said something they wasn't supposed to say. There's allegations going on, and we gotta fix that shit.
And then take it to the perspective of being.
Think
a
about the
god.
shows that we would have under us, bro.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be peas. We're not gonna like. We're gonna have to like make sure these niggas is not wilding. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So
So
imagine being a god is what you're trying to get at.
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm not.
No, I think that's what Casey. I think that's what Casey was trying to get at.
no, I'm just saying like we're put in positions for a reason. Everything
Yeah.
happens for a reason.
We're
So,
not ready. I think.
I'm a. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say I'm a lowly human for no reason, bro.
We are. That's what I'm saying. We're fucking peons, farmers, peasants.
My life can literally be over in the blink of an eye. Like I'm fragile, bro. My existence is fragile.
You know how hard we have to work to get some fucking respect around this bitch, bro? You know how established these companies are on the planet Earth? we gotta start from nothing, bro.
We do it.
Start from a fucking Zoom call and then somehow turn it into $1 million, bro. That's what we're trying to turn these Zoom calls into $1 million. And you're gonna sit here and tell me that I wouldn't want to just be a god? You don't want to be a god.
It's probably not what you think it is, bro. It's probably
but think about-
you.
think
Bro,
about
you
it like
seen
this,
how
though.
fast they seen Siddhartha back, bro. You seen how fast they freaked out and sent him back, bro.
No,
You seen, bro.
But think about it though. What if we is this is again for that other episode? We are there's the theory that we are also just one piece of a bigger puzzle. Like we're just a tiny fragment of a God particle, but
We're one neuron. One neuron in a
in
brain.
the giant universe.
I'm a
What the fuck? But think about this, bro. My brain is so fucked up right now. What the fuck do aliens think about, bro? They ain't even on our same fucking level, bro. Think about that. Like we talking about life, bro. They don't give a fuck about that shit.
Bro, what are other beings talking about?
1%. Imagine 1% smarter than us. What is that? What does that look like?
What?
What is 1% smarter? Has got to be the deities.
My fucking
bro.
brain about to explode, bro.
It gotta be, bro. Because think about it, bro. Monkeys and then humans. What's up from humans? Deities. Monkeys look up to humans.
Monkeys don't even know that they need to look up. They just assume. We don't even have to convince them. They just assume.
That's why the gods don't even have to convince us, bro. We just assume.
Right? Yes, right.
What's about them? But what's about them? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the shit about life. There's more questions. Life is just about fucking questions. And there's no answer, bro.
Bro, once we unlock what consciousness means, bro.
But
It's gonna be, you know how many sciences will be made from that?
That's what I'm saying.
No, the first day they find out what the fuck consciousness is, bro. You know how many people are just gonna commit suicide, bro? Like, you know how many people are just gonna end it? They are gonna be done, bro. Like that shit is
That'll be a new age of philosophy. You know how many, like, there'll be so many new philosophies.
But that's literally the answer to the universe. Once we find out consciousness, bro, that's
Is
it.
it really that? What if it's just a one answer made to another question? What if it was a question in parentheses? No, that was in parentheses.
Him dogs. Now we're doing fucking math questions, bro.
I hate KC, bro. I just told you it took me 7 years to finish fucking algebra. When you're gonna add a fucking parentheses to the fucking problem? Fuck you, nigga. No, this nigga's fucking gatekeeping consciousness. I'm kidding you, bro. Well, that's the name of the fucking podcast. You gatekeeping consciousness.
Yeah, life is about. I'm grateful for fucking questions because, goddamn it, I want the answers.
I don't know, bro. I think I got to the point where
You don't
I'm
care
just
about the
enjoying this life. Yeah, I got to the point where I gotta stop with that. I told myself I gotta stop.
Bro, yeah, I told y'all already, bro. I'm just gonna focus on getting 10K on Instagram, bro. I'm not, but no, really, and no, like real shit, bro. For once, I want to tell my brain to shut up and just enjoy the fucking Gen Z. Enjoy that. You know how great, like how lucky we are to be able to even do that. Like we can just like dive into whatever we want. Like we're like we have running water, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to worry about a lot of shit. So like the fact that I can just dive into like, oh, I want to be an influencer. Why the fuck not? Why wouldn't I do that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
But at
I'm
the
on
same time, why
I'm on
would
the
you?
same level as
Why
this
would
other-
you? But think
Well,
about it.
I want to grow the podcast, but at the same time, it's something that like, you know,
What about the niggas that don't got running water though?
what do you want me to do?
Yeah, I can't do nothing until I get myself straight.
No, I mean, because we're definitely in the top. Gary Vee talks about this a lot. There's 8 billion people, and the average person that was reading or listening to his book is definitely in the top billion of 7 other billion people. There's so much that we have that we don't even like, that we take for granted.
Who's the number one person in the world though?
Right, Jeff Bezos.
Who the fuck is that, bro?
Whoever
He's
the
a
richest person is.
It's either Wim Hof or Jeff Bezos.
Wim Hof,
No in
definitely.
between.
Who
But,
would win in a fight, Wim Hof or Jeff Bezos?
Wim Hof. Nah, Jeff Bezos strong as shit though.
Wim Hof gonna blow him, bro. If Wim Hof gonna blow his breath, bro, he gonna. Jeff Bezos.
It's gonna be ice. No, but do you guys think about that? Like really take that in. Like 7 billion people.
And I'm in the top 1%.
Bro, I can't even.
Like we are. If you have water, you're like we like to talk about the top 1%. Like we are the 1%.
Yeah, we're in the goddamn United States of America.
Imagine the misfits in fucking a third world country, bro.
So what I'm saying is, we just need to not waste it. Like we should do whatever we want. We really
I wish
should,
I could.
and we should
I
bask
wish
in
I
it.
could turn my brain off, but I can't.
But no, just transmute your energy to something else.
All right, I'm about to
Know how to
stop.
do that.
I'm about to run an evil company. Fuck that.
That's
Y'all basically telling me I can do whatever I want.
You know, no, because like I'm thinking about like even like when I was in my lowest, like you always have more. Like you know that picture where it's like the guys like in the guy's like looking at the dude in the car. He's like, oh, I wish I had a car. And the dude's like looking at him with a bike. He's like, oh, I wish I had a bike. And the guy's like, oh, I wish I could walk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's like it's like so much. Like I'm fucking y'all niggas don't live in you live in Kansas City, you live in DC. I'm sipping wine. I went to the store to buy bananas for 52 cents. And I'm talking to you guys on a fucking $100 microphone and a $1,000 computer.
So you're telling me just go live life, fuck all the other shit.
No, I'm not saying fuck all the other shit. I'm just saying I think it's important to just to like realize where we are and realize how much privilege that we really have. Even if like because well maybe it's just for me because like I get depressed easy. So that's something that I do to make myself like realize it's not that bad what I'm going through, and it's kind of a way for me to like trick myself to not be depressed. Like, okay, like it could be so much worse. Because like even when I was like I got kicked out in my car and I didn't have a car at all, and like I was just like I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's somebody that still wishes they were in the same position where I was because I still had the ability to make it work. Some people don't even. Some people, if that happened to them, they wouldn't even have the ability to make it work after that. They don't even. Some people don't even have like the beginning to the beginning. Like we don't have the beginning to beginning of consciousness. Am I going on a rant? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm just trying to like really let you guys know like
we
it's
are
something
lucky.
important to like really realize where we are. Like anybody listening to this, you are very privileged. Like the fact that you can listen to this. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And I can't like say exactly what I mean, but I'm just gonna leave it at that.
No, I totally get what you're saying. And
another thing. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say that this is about gratitude because you can wake up and not even. There are some people who can't even understand what we're saying. Like there are some people who do not have the same privilege of being able to question.
Like education.
Yeah, like they don't understand what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
And not even like from the education standpoint, like cognitively too. Like sometimes I feel like I'm not trying to like be controversial or say anything that I'm not supposed to be saying, but I'm saying like sometimes I think about the fact that me being able to process like these complicated things is a curse. If you like it, because it causes so much turmoil. For the more I think, the more my head starts to hurt and shit. But that is a privilege too, because some people don't have to deal with that. Some people don't have to think about that. I
also think that everything happens for a reason. I think we're supposed to. I'm starting to think like I'm happy that I kind of do that in a way, because at that point I get to answer stuff that I wouldn't be able to answer if I didn't think like that. Like you get to solve things that you didn't think you was going to solve unless you was in that set mind of thinking.
Yeah.
And
I just try to humble myself very often.
Yeah.
I learned like in the last, like if there's anything in the last half a year that I learned, is like humble yourself often. Very often. And
life will humble you.
Yeah, or it will humble you, correct. And So I guess my question from that is, and we can really end it. Like it's like going on almost 2 hours now, but we can like in the place that we're at. What do you do? That's where I'm at. Do we bask in everything that we had and just like really enjoy it, or do we like try to reach back and like, because how much impact will we really have? Because like I have all these things, but I'm still broke. What do you do?
I think we just keep moving. Just keep moving.
If it's about
Well, that's the conclusion I came to because I don't know what else to do. I can
Yeah.
donate, but most of the places that you donate, I watched a documentary. Most of these places you donate to, they're corrupting themselves.
to go in the fucking pockets. Most of all the money
Yeah.
you donate to places usually goes into their pockets. It makes you feel, if anything, you just get the satisfaction of saying that you donated, but at the end of the day, that money doesn't.
And like, and then how much, and then like how many people are donating off of ego, and how many people are donating because they really want to make something change? And like, I don't know. I think about that a lot, and I don't really know where I'm going with this. I'm just like talking out loud. I guess I'm just talking.
The Japanese philosophy of ikigai always helps me. I don't know why it helps me, but it helps me.
Ikigai?
Ikigai. It helps me like kind of like all that type of thinking. It helps me like settle down from all of that. It really does.
How would you get into Ikigai then? And we could just
Honestly, I didn't even read the whole book.
what is it
I
called?
just literally read an introduction to Ikigai, and I understood it like to a point where I can like at least like kind of like use it. But I will show you all the book that I like read, YouTube videos that I watched that people explain Ikigai. But yeah, like I actually like I just think about that, and it helps me calm down.
Maybe I need to read that book then.
Yeah, like really, like read "Holy Shit, We're Love" by Doug Cartwright. And Ikigai. I've been trying to tell y'all to read "Holy Shit, We're Alive." Like this is literally why I think kind of like the way I'm thinking now because of him.
I've been taking in a lot of Gary Vee stuff. He talks a lot about gratitude and kindness and perseverance and things like that. So I don't know. This has got me like really thinking, because he talks about like his immigrant story a lot and like coming from Russia and like how blessed everybody is in America. And I never really saw the point of view of an immigrant, so like prevalent, like how like grateful he is to be here.
I really think you will like benefit from reading "Holy Shit, We're Alive." I'm dead serious. I really think so.
I will read it. I have an Audible credit. Fuck capitalism. All right, I am grateful for wine and bananas, like I said before.
That's disgusting. That's the
Bro,
worst.
I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, it's a pretty good combo. Y'all like the way it is?
Yeah.
Nah.
Good.
don't say that to me, bro.
Jesus Christ. Now I am more confused at the end of this podcast than I was before when it started. And that's perfectly fine.
Me too.
That's how fucking life works. God damn it.
I low-key am too. I'm not gonna lie.
Why couldn't we just have been rocks? Why couldn't I have been the fucking nut on a tissue instead of
We
fucking
could have chose to be gods. Oh my God.
Life is a gift. It's a gift.
I'm not gonna lie. I like being a human though.
Yeah, the human experience is cool.
It's mid.
I like it.
But then if we just reset and become a piece of dog shit, I'd be upset when we die.
I probably enjoy it then too. I'm just
If-
riding
if-
the wave at this point.
if-
I'm really just riding the wave at this point. There's nothing I can do but just ride the wave. I can't.
You gotta lean into it sometimes.
I'm not Siddhartha. I'm not gonna go up under a tree and elevate my whole spirit into the demigod world. I'm a human.
Siddhartha, the Buddha was smoking that DMT too.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I do want to smoke some DMT,
Smoking
but
that
I'm
dope.
not ready for that.
But niggas was slinging DMT back in the day like it was fucking weed.
Yeah, bro. I'm not
Why that
ready.
picture a flashback? The way you looked up.
You know, people was like just burning them bushes, bro. The whole village was getting high.
Yeah. I'm not ready for DMT. I'm not ready for that. One day though.
We should
Before you
record it.
die,
We
you
do
gotta-
take it.
I will.
I want to record my experience when I take it.
I'm gonna take DMT on my deathbed so I can get the double dose.
That is a double.
The double dip.
Bro, you gonna see
die
something
are
you're not
free
gonna.
to truly live.
You said what?
Those who die are free to truly live.
Who said that? Whose quote is that?
Right. That is beautiful. Who said that shit?
Wait, who quote was that, bro? Was that yours?
And on that note,
Bro, don't say that, bro.
I love you
He
all.
knew that would cause chaos. He threw that in there.
That was low key depressive, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Not really.
He just
Yeah,
I'm
it
talking about
was
the
in
death
my
of the
head.
I'm talking about the death of the ego.
Oh, the death of the.
oh yeah.
I thought you was talking about like
Like-
my humanity, like me dying right now.
No.
Shit.
I love you all. I will see you all next week. Enjoy the next 7 days of your life. We love you. And good night.